Hello and welcome to Polly's Budget Kitchen. Today we're cooking shrimp with homemade pasta noodles and a simple tomato sauce. I hope you stick around while I show you how to prepare the dish. This is a more elegant dish for a special occasion, but I guarantee your guests will know and appreciate the time and the effort that you put into the dish after they eat it. You can even find a friend or a sous chef, if you will, to help you. My mother once helped me make fresh pasta, and I will always remember that to this day. So stick around and I'll show you what we do. We'll go in first of all and start our pasta dough. We've got flour in a mixing bowl. We create a well in the center, and we're going to put our egg yolk in the center. We've got one egg yolk. And next we'll grab a fork and some water. We'll add a little water and start mixing the egg yolk and the water together in the middle. Continue to mix until we can get our dough started, adding more water as needed. Once we have a dough started, we can get some flour on our hands and then we can go in and start mixing with our hands, our dough here. I like to get in there, thoroughly wash my hands, and then start mixing the dough. And if it's still a little wet, add some more flour. Like I said, we continue to mix with our hands here, and it's time to move it to the table. So now we can start the kneading process using our knuckles and our fingers and our hands and start kneading the dough. Kneading and kneading, folding, kneading again. We're going to get it to a nice consistency. That way we can run it through our pasta machine. Kneading, rolling, kneading again, repeating the process. The dough is going to be a nice consistency where when you put it and roll it through your hands, it doesn't leave any sticky dough on your hands, as you can see here. Now we're ready to let it rest, so we can set it down, let it rest. We'll wrap it in some plastic wrap, and we'll let it rest for about 15 to 20 minutes. All right, after letting it sit and rest, we can go ahead and make our pasta noodles. We get our pasta machine out. And we'll go ahead and I sprinkle flour on the machine and the surface around. That helps to eliminate any kind of sticking. We get our dough out, it's been resting, and it needs some love, so we need to massage it and mix it up, get it activated again, knead it some more, and knead it some more. The more kneading, the better. And we're wanting to get it to a shape to where we can run it through our machine. I use my hands as you can see here. I'm also going to demonstrate that you can use a rolling pin if you desire. With the rolling pin, just flour it and use it to flatten out the pasta dough and get it ready for the machine, like so. But you want it flat to where you can run it through the machine about the width or just shy of the width of the machine there, and then start running it through the rollers there. I'm setting the or adjusting the setting to 4 or 5 thickness. The desired thickness for my pasta today is going to be about 4 or 5. You can see me adjust on the left hand side of the machine there and then rolling it through. Once we have our pasta rolled through, now it's time to cut it. I'm using the fettuccine size style noodle, so I'm going to run it through that cutter. I've got my handle, my crank, and we go ahead and cut it. Run your sheets of pasta through, cutting it to the fettuccine size, and the desired thickness I'm using is 4 and 5, between 4 and 5. That will be ideal for our sauce. Once you get your noodles cut, you can let them chill out and rest while we do our cooking. And I have put them on wax paper or parchment paper. Now it's time to cook. Okay, we got a pot on the stove with some water. We're going to add some kosher salt very liberally. Salt only. While we got that going, we can hand crush our San Marzano tomatoes. I use San Marzano because I think they have the best flavor for tomato sauce. So we get in there with our thoroughly washed hands and we hand crush the San Marzano whole peeled tomatoes. Crush them thoroughly. This gets them prepared for the sauce. Next we get a skillet on medium-high heat, extra virgin olive oil, and we add our first ingredient, some chopped onion. We're going to get that sauteing in there. We're wanting to saute the onion to a translucent type state. Okay, salt, and we'll give it a stir again. Okay, after stirring our onions and adding some salt, we're ready to continue here. Next up, we'll go in with some minced garlic. Minced garlic, and then we'll give that a stir. I always love the smell of garlic when it hits the skillet there. Nothing beats that. Love the smell of garlic. Next up, we're going to add in some tomato paste. And I apply some tomato paste to my spoon here, and then to the pan. We mix that in with our onions and garlic. You want to continuously stir the tomato paste with the onions and garlic. We don't want anything to burn. We're trying to develop flavor, and a good flavor. Okay, after we get everything mixed in, it's time to add our San Marzano tomatoes. Look at the beautiful red San Marzano tomatoes. We'll get those added in, give those a stir. And then add some water. Got our water added in. It's time for some red pepper flake. This is an optional ingredient. If you don't like spicy heat, do not add it in. Some kosher salt for seasoning to taste. And we'll get that mixed in. After getting our ingredient all mixed in there, it's time to let it simmer away. And as it's simmering, we'll add some fresh basil. I've chopped some fresh basil, chiffonade basil, and man, does that smell good when you add it in. The smell of basil, mmm. And we'll continue to cook our pasta sauce. Tomato sauce continues to simmer away, and we're ready to drop our shrimp and our pasta in at the same time. Shrimp into the sauce and our pasta into the water. About 30-45 seconds for both mixed in. Now we can add our pasta into the pasta sauce along with the shrimp to finish cooking. I cook the pasta in the water for about 45 seconds and then add it to the sauce to finish cooking along with the shrimp. This takes about another minute or so. When you get everything mixed in, it's cooking. The smells and all the ingredients are being mixed together and cooking. It doesn't take long to cook shrimp and pasta, especially fresh pasta. About 2.5 minutes total for shrimp and pasta together mixed in with the sauce. You'll see the shrimp is nice and white, cooked through, a slight pink color, but not overcooked. And at this point, we're ready to plate up and serve our guests. I've used fresh chives to garnish the dish, so I use a pair of shears to cut those and sprinkle those on top. But this is the great dish that your guests and you will enjoy after creating your fresh homemade pasta and the simple tomato sauce. Thank you for watching Paulie's Budget Kitchen. I hope you stick around and check out our next recipe. Have a great day.